Hello students, today we are going to see about governors and gyroscope. So unit 5, the course outcome is to explain the control mechanisms of governor and gyroscope with the applications. The knowledge level is K2. We are going to study about the governor and the gyroscope. So these two are the speed controlling devices which we are going to use in mechanisms and machines. So mechanisms for control. What is mechanisms for control? So we have three different types of mechanisms to control the speed. First one flywheel, second one governors, and third one gyroscope. So first we should know the difference between governors and flywheel. The first difference is the governor regulates the main speed of the engine when there is load variation, whereas the flywheel does not maintain constant speed. Second point, the governor increases the fuel supply when the load increases. The flywheel reduces the fluctuations about the mean speed caused by the variations. The third point, governors decrease the fuel supply when load decreases. But flywheel does not control the speed variations caused by load variations. And the last point, it works intermittently only when there is load variation, but flywheel works continuously from title to title. So these are the difference between governors and flywheel. Next, we are going to see about the classification of governors. So governors are broadly classified into centrifugal governors and inertia governors. Centrifugal governors type is watt governor and inertia governor is loaded type governor, which is further classified into dead weight governor and spring loaded governor. So in dead weight governor it is further classified as Porter governor and Proel governor, and spring loaded governor is further classified into Hartnell governor, Wilson governor, Harting governor and Pickering governor. So these are the classifications of governors. So centrifugal governor controls the fuel supply by means of centrifugal force on the governor balls. There are two types. First one is pendulum type or watt governor, and the second one is loaded type. So what is dead weight governor? In centrifugal governor, the controlling force is provided by dead weight, a spring or combination of both dead weight and spring. The load moves up and down the center spindle along with the sleeve according to the variation of the speed. So this is dead weight governor. What is fly ball? Fly balls are balls attached to the arms of centrifugal governor. The balls revolve about the axis of the shaft. The shaft is driven through suitable gearing from the engine crankshaft. Each ball is acted upon by a force which acts in the radially inward direction. This force is called controlling force. When the governor balls revolving at a uniform speed, the radius of rotation is balanced by the inward controlling force. Next is the principle of inertia governor. The principle of inertia governor is that the inertia forces caused by angular acceleration or retardation, that is the rate of change of speed of the governor shaft, tend to alter the position of the balls. The amount of displacement of the governor balls controlled by suitable springs and the fuel supply to the engine is controlled by governor mechanism. Next, the main advantage of inertia governor is that it gives quick response to the effect of change in load. Centrifugal governors are widely used instead of inertia governors because there is a practical difficulty for balancing the inertia forces caused by revolving parts of the governor through the controlling force. Hence, centrifugal governors are more preferred than inertia governors. Centrifugal governors have two methods to determine the speed or height of the governor. First one, method of resolution of forces. Second one, instantaneous center method. Next, we should know about the sensitiveness of the governor. Sensitiveness is the ratio of range of speed to the mean speed. So, what is a stable governor and unstable governor? For stable governor, when the speed range for each speed, there is a unique radius of rotation of the governor ball. With the increase in speed, there is an increase in radius of rotation. For unstable governor, with increase in speed, the radius of rotation decreases. So this is a centrifugal governor in which we have fly balls attached to two ends, and the spindle is connected to the shaft which rotates, and there is a sleeve which moves up and down, which is connected to a bell crank lever which opens and closes the throttle valve. The throttle valve is the supply of working fluid. When the sleeve increases, moves up, the valve closes, and when the sleeve moves down, the valve opens. This is the working of centrifugal governor. So the simple conical governor or Watt governor has the following specification. The ball is in the equilibrium under the action of three forces. First one, the weight of the ball W vertically acts downwards, the centrifugal force radially outwards, and the tension in the arm. Here m is the mass of the ball given in kg, omega is the angular velocity of the arm and ball above the spindle axis in radian per second, small r is the radius of rotation in meters, Fc is the centrifugal force acting on the balls in newtons. The formula to find centrifugal force is m omega square r. M is the mass, omega angular velocity, r is the radius. Weight of the ball is m into g, mass into gravity. Tension in the arm is Newton, and h is the height of the governor. So this is the diagram for Porter governor. In Porter governor, the arm is not attached to the sleeve. It is placed some distance from the sleeve. So that distance is given as d. Hence the value of upper arm alpha and beta changes. So we should find alpha and beta separately. Here the specifications of Porter governor are: m is mass of each ball given in kg, w is the weight of each ball in newton, capital M is the mass of central load kg, capital W is the weight of central load in newton, r is the radius of rotation, h is the height of governor, n is the speed of the balls, omega is the angular speed of the balls, 2 pi n by 60, unit is radian per second, Fc is the centrifugal force acting on the ball, T1 is the force in the arm n, T2 is the force in the link n, alpha is the angle of inclination of the upper arm, beta is the angle of inclination of the lower arm. So this is the diagram representing the Proel governor in which the balls are attached to an external link which is the extension of the lower link. So this is the difference between Porter and Proel. The ball is attached to the extension of the lower link. So this is Hartel governor in which the spring is at the center which moves the when the ball is moving outwards, the sleeve moves upwards beyond the compression force of the spring. The spring exerts a force downwards. So this is spring controlled gravity governor in which there is a shaft at the center. The sleeves moves up and down. The governor balls are attached to the sides, and this is the axis line. So this is the radial spring governor or Wilson-Hartnell governor in which the fly balls are connected to a main spring at the center, and there is an auxiliary spring at the side which is fixed to one end, and there will be a bell crank lever which moves the sleeve up and down. This is a line diagram for the Wilson-Hartnell governor. So characteristics of centrifugal governor. When the sleeve reaches its lowest position, the engine should develop maximum power. On sudden removal of the load, the sleeve should not reach the top position at once. If sleeve should float at some intermediate position under normal operating condition, the response to change in speed should be fast. It should be sufficient power so that it can exert the required force on the sleeve to operate the control mechanism. So these are some of the characteristics of centrifugal governor. So these are some of the functions of centrifugal governor. When the centrifugal force is acting on the balls, it is balanced by the controlling force provided by the action of gravity. If load on the engine increases, the engine and governor speed decreases and the sleeve moves down accordingly. If the engine decreases, the engine and the governor speed increases and the sleeve moves up accordingly. This is happening vice versa. The external power is developed to balance the increased load. Here the power produced is reduced to balance the decreased load. So these are some of the characteristics of centrifugal governor. So friction plays a major role in governor. So effects of friction are: there is always friction in the joints of the governor. The frictional force always acts in the opposite direction to the motion. The friction therefore prevents the upward movement of the sleeve and outward movement of the balls when the speed of rotation increases. The friction also prevents the downward movement of the sleeve and inward movement of the balls when the speed of the rotation decreases. So next we are going to see about the quality of governors. First is the sensitiveness of the governor. It is a ratio of variation of speed to the mean speed. Up to this range, the radius of balls remains same and there is no effort to control the fuel supply. What is sensitiveness of the governor? Sensitiveness is a ratio of range of speed to the mean speed. So what is unstable and stable governor? Stable governor is within the range speed is unique radius of rotation of the governor ball, and unstable governor increase in speed, the radius of rotation decreases. What is isochronous governor? For an isochronous governor, the speed is constant for all radius of rotation of the balls within the working range, neglecting friction. So these are some of the quality the governors should possess. Hunting of governors. The continuous fluctuation of engine speed above and below the mean speed is known as hunting. It is due to oversensitiveness or isochronous characteristics of governor. Next is power, which is a product of effort and sleeve lift. Effort is the mean force exerted on the sleeve for 1% change of speed. Power is the work done at the sleeve for 1% change of speed. So controlling force is the inward force which pulls the subject directly or indirectly to the ball, which is also equal to m omega square r. Next we are going to see about gyroscope. The body moves along the curved path with uniform velocity. A torque is direction of centripetal acceleration towards the center of curvature has to be applied for stability. This is the applied torque or active torque. The torque which causes the body to move along the curved path is called reaction torque. Next we should know about gyroscopic couple. Whenever a rotating body changes its axis of rotation, a couple is applied on the rotating body. This couple is called gyroscopic couple. It makes a change in direction of angular velocity, but it does not change the magnitude of angular velocity. The angular velocity remains constant. The gyroscopic couple has some applications. It is used in instruments, toys. It is used in stabilizing seaborne ships for minimizing the effect of waves. It is used in bearings in crankshaft for negotiating curves in automobiles. It is used in gyro combos, etc. Next is the plane of spinning. Plane which is parallel to the plane of rotation of disk is called plane of spinning. Axis of precession is the angular velocity which is spins proceeds with the angular axis of the spin is called axis of precession. Angle of heel is the angle of inclination of the vehicle to the vertical is called angle of heel. Effect of gyroscopic couple while rolling in ships is it occurs when the precession is perpendicular to the axis of the spin. So these are some of the gyroscopic couple effects. which shows the direction of turning for a ship in clockwise and anti-clockwise directions. Gyroscopic couple along the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis is given. Direction of weaving, axis of the gyroscopic couple and the axis of the reactive couple. Gyroscopic stabilization is that when it maintains a spin in the space, the external torque is required to change the axis of spin. Gyroscope opposes the precision of axis of the spin by applying a reactive gyroscopic couple. This property is used in stabilizing air and seaborne vehicles. Gyroscopes help to apply equal and opposite couple to neutralize the effect. Thus, the stability of the vehicle is achieved by controlling the velocity of precision. So, gyroscopic effect in ships are steering, pitching and rolling. Steering is the turning of ship in a curve either to the right or to the left hand side when viewing from the top. Pitching is the upward or downward angular movement of the ship in a vertical plane about its transverse axis from horizontal position. Rolling is a sideways motion, limited angular motion of the ship about its longitudinal axis. This is the diagram which is seen from here. The disc rotates along the z-axis, that is its dash. This is the reactive couple for the axis of gyroscopic couple. The view of aeroplane, when viewed from the front, it is called nose and the rear end is called tail, and the propeller rotates in clockwise direction. The wings turn left and right. Thank you.